welcome back. Now we are at the final style scene of this series. Now I know the second scene took a little bit longer. You guys got to see my process when I was maneuvering in and out of trying to figure out the right configuration, figuring out how to make the image not as heavy as it was, and it was a journey. And it's one of the many journeys that I take within my studio, so I'm kind of glad that it happened so you guys can see the intricacies and the technicalities of how I just kind of problem solve through everything. So today we're going to be focusing on like a messy, chaotic party scene. We're going to be using some shoes, I think 3 different pair. We're going to toss in some ornaments, maybe some macaroons, definitely some disco balls, and then just some fun, nice purplish pewter periwinkle colored Christmas balls, just to kind of indicate like the new year. I don't want to do like a full-on New Year's Eve scene, but I want things to look celebratory, so I'm going to have some really cute glasses, maybe with some ornaments in it, maybe some spilled over, maybe some standing. I definitely want to play with the different shadows that the glasses may have on the different surface. So it's going to be a lot of maneuvering around keeping even spatial awareness so that the shadows aren't touching everything else, and also making sure that the scene isn't too heavy. So I'm excited, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to style from behind because the camera is up high at an angle, pointed straight down this way. So I want to make sure that I have things kind of sprawled the way I like them. So I'm just gonna start placing things and see what happens. So I'm gonna stand some of the shoes up. Maybe I'll have that shoe there. Maybe the other one laying down this way. I don't really know what's gonna be in the scene until I take a snapshot. So we'll see. We'll see what that's looking like. I kind of want maybe the glasses, maybe 1 or 2 of the glasses. I don't know if I'm gonna use this tray, honestly. I don't really know. We're just gonna find out. Now I need my trusty tacky tape to keep these glasses from rolling. So I don't know if you can see it, but like there's really cool shadows happening on this right now just with a continuous light on. So I may end up turning this into a styled scene, just shooting different glasses to show y'all how you can play around with shadows. But that's not on the list today. We are just maneuvering around and putting things in different spaces, and then I'm gonna see what it all looks like once we have it all together. I'm really liking these blue holiday ornaments, so I'm just gonna place these kind of everywhere. I may end up also placing the purple as well, because we started with a pink theme earlier in the series, and now we've moved on to blue and purple, which I kind of like that mixture. So we're just gonna toss these everywhere. I'm gonna bring in some more of the disco balls. So let me just grab my giant bag. I'm just kind of toss them everywhere I can. Now this is my favorite thing to do whenever I'm doing like a really chaotic scene. I don't really know what things are going to look like, but my favorite thing to do is to kind of fill the scene, take a test shot, see what's within the crop, and then remove things slowly so that I can still maintain the structure of the pattern that I'm creating. So I'm going in blind, actually just laying things out. These are my favorite type of scenes to style because there are no rules. Scenes like this can be a little intimidating to new photographers just getting into product photography, but the name of the game is to just not think. Put things there, take test shots, and then move the lighting around until you get the right balance. That's all there is to it. This scene is slightly complicated because the shoes are a little bit shiny, and so that can cause some issues when you're really trying to perfect your lighting plus styling, but I'm just kind of going with it to see what the scene looks like. I don't know if I want to add any macaroons now. You know what? I'm going to do it. Might as well. I'm going to add in some of these light pink macaroons. Now, I got these from TJ Maxx Home Goods. They have like a little snack section, and I got just some macaroons for a different project, and I just stored them in the fridge just in case I wanted to use them later on. And so I actually like this color combo. I'm not mad at it at all. Where's the one I bit? No, that's not the right color. Maybe I'll end up biting one of these just in case to get some kind of messiness into it, or maybe I'll smash one or two just to get a feel for, just to get that used feeling. Because right now everything looks kind of polished, so I may add a little bit more destruction into the scene. We'll see. I do have ice cubes, fake ice cubes, but I don't think I'll use them because I'm not really feeling it. I think they're gonna compete too much with the small ornaments, so I'm just gonna leave them be. Ooh, I do have this pink glass. Where can I put it? Maybe right here. Yeah, maybe I'll sit it right there, and then maybe I'll add some disco balls in there. Yeah. So I'm gonna test the lighting and take a quick snapshot. I have not moved the lighting since the last styled scene, so it may work out or I may have to move things around. We're gonna see, but I'm gonna run and take a test shot really quickly, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so as of right now, it's looking like a jumbled mess, which again is cool, but I need to shift some things down to kind of spread it out. So I'm just gonna drop some things down, space things out a little bit. Oop. Get that sticky back where it's supposed to be. Start shifting things down. As far as lighting, things are okay, but I think I will move it because I think where the light is right now, it's right up front, but I think I want it to the side so that there's more shadow extrusion off to the side. So we're gonna move that in a minute. Let me put you right in here just in case, just for fun, just for shits and gigs. Okay, let me just jumble it up a little bit more so that I can get a feel for what I need to give more space and what I need to kind of take away. No one sees this macaron, so I'll put that away. Okay, so let me do another test shot. Once I move more things down. Ooh, put you right in there. Okay. Yeah, it's meant to just be like a fun, maybe a fun shoe ad, I don't know. Different colors. I feel like this would be a really cool theme. Even though these are more summer shoes rather than winter, but I mean, I love the colors, so it doesn't really matter the grand scheme of things. So let me do another test shot to see where we are with this deranged props and products. Okay, so I've moved my computer closer so that I won't have to run back and forth to do test shots, because that's exactly what I was doing. I moved my light over to the side, and I've moved things around just a little bit, so let me do a test shot to see how that is looking. Let's see. Okay, not bad, not bad. I have an empty corner here, so I think I want to spread things out just a little bit more, just so that everything is accounted for. Let's see here. I can probably turn that, and then this glass can come back just a little bit and be in that middle. I can move that macaroon out of the way. That, it's in a good spot. It's not really blocking anything, I don't think. So I can probably turn that one in. Let's turn it that way. Let's see what that looks like. So So you definitely can't see my screen, but I'm using it as a reference so that I can see what the configuration looks like. The good shots, when I get good shots, I'll pop them up so you can see them fully on screen, but I like to use this as reference so I can toggle back and forth to get a feel for the arrangement thus far, so that I can really fill in the open spots, because everything has a purpose. Like, it's a big chaotic mess, but it still has to have a good flow to it, a good rhythm. And with me, the way my mind works, if there's one thing out of place, I will see it and I will have to move it. So it can get a little bit tedious at times, but it's my process, and I just love figuring out this little puzzle. Let me take one of these and put it here. Okay, let's do another test shot. Okay. So as of right now, we are losing one of the brown shoes. It's not in frame right now. So I think what I'm going to do is pull this one a little bit out so that it cuts off screen. And then I'm going to turn this shoe to bring it back in frame, because we have an even amount of shoes and I don't want one missing, because that's going to throw me off visually. So we're just going to play around with that. Do I need anything else? Okay, we didn't get that. That's not showing. What else do we have? Any holes? Ooh, put that right there. Okay, let's take another test shot. Oh wait, let me move this disco ball down. It's a little too close to that glass and that ornament right in front of it. And because my camera is high and at an angle, although everything is spread out based on the shot and the depth perception, everything seems smushed together. So I really have to work things little by little. So again, everything has space to breathe and the photo doesn't look super heavy visually. Okay, so I'm liking that the brown shoe is back in, but it's a little bit too heavy because now everything's kind of touching in this corner. So I'm gonna have to move some things out of the way. I may have to move this glass in just a little bit, and then I still may have to back this shoe out just a smidge. Let's see. I may end up moving that over just a little bit. Let me swap out this with a macaroon. Let's put a little disco ball there. Maybe let me get a big disco ball. Let's play around with that. Just kind of fill in that void right there. Let's see here. Is there anything else? Let me move that off to the side. This shoe, let me turn it. Let's do another test shot. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of this glass because it's so transparent you can't really see it. So I'm going to get rid of that, and then I'm gonna move that shoe, this brown shoe in, and then maybe, let me see if it works falling or leaned over. Let me get a tacky tape piece because I love this little glass, but it's so transparent. It really does disappear when the light hits it, and it's so upsetting. All right, let's do another test shot. And again, this is my process. This is what I like to do when I have free time. I like to throw things on a surface and just style something. It keeps my brain moving, it keeps me creative, and it keeps me adaptable, because sometimes on the job, a client may not like an idea that they asked us to style for, and we have to quickly think of something that will work within that time frame. So this is something that's very good practice, especially if you're new starting out. You need to be experimenting, because this is how you find your style, and also just figure out how to find things that are interesting when it comes to the visual appeal of an image. So yeah, I'm gonna take this out altogether because you can't see it at all. So I'm gonna have to use it another time. I'm not mad at this. Let me just pop it in like that. The shadows are good. Nothing is overlapping, which I like. which I really, really like. So I'm really happy with this quick styling session, this quick layout. So again, just like the last episode during this styling series, I can tweak something like this for hours. Like, it took us a minute to get to that final shot in the second styled video. And with this, I feel like I already have the image, but I'm still tweaking things little by little just so that everything is turned just so that when I get my bounce cards in here and fully light this entire scene, it's perfect. It doesn't need anything else from me. I'm happy with it. It's ready for editing. And so as of right now, again, I really like where it's going. I really like everything about it. Let me add a little sparkle right there. Some ribbon would probably work with this. I feel like this might be a little too staged with round things everywhere, and so I think I'm gonna add in maybe some ribbon. Maybe I may add in some streamers. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I have some blue streamers that I can just kind of sprawl around. I don't think I want to use any glitter, like big confetti glitter, because I think that's gonna be a little bit too much, but I do think that this needs some type of streamer, so I'll be back. I found blue streamers, but they're a little bit too blue, so I don't think I'm gonna use these. So I may just kind of toss in some ribbon. Maybe this pinkish gold ribbon. The gray is gonna blend in too much. I don't know. I thought that I had more of like a purplish or periwinkle ribbon or streamer, but I do not. I have like a hot pink, which will be a little bit too much for this, and then silver and gold. So let me cut this to see what it looks like, and I may just mix it all together and just stick with this simplified styled look. So let me just kind of, where can I put it? That's the question, because everything is kind of like occupied. Let me just kind of toss it in there to see what it looks like. All right. You know what? It actually doesn't look bad. So let me change the angle of it. Let me perk it up a little bit. And let's see. Ooh, I like the way the light is hitting it, for sure. So let me bring it on down in here, because the swirls are competing with that strap, and I didn't like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's see if we can add in some more before we run out. I think we're at the very end. Yep. We're at the very end of this pinky gold color. I'm thinking I might want to have the ribbon down here somewhere. Maybe I kind of want it peeking in that way. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, we have the shot. We have the shot, people. I'm checking to make sure that there are no empty spaces that I might want to put a bulb. I think I'll sit that right. Maybe I need a disco ball. I'll see. I'm gonna get, where's the light? I'm gonna get some white cards to put on either side, and then I'm gonna have one in the back. Oh no, I have this light. So this is going to be our fill light. Bring it a little bit closer, so that we have everything that we need. And now I'm just going to have 2 bounce cards to fill in that light. Yeah, so that brightened up just a bit. Bringing that fill light in some more. So now I just need some bounce light, but everything else is good. I'm checking one last time to make sure that we're good to go. So let me go get these bounce cards, and then I'll show y'all the final the final look. I'm done tweaking, I'm done obsessing, I'm gonna grab those bounce cards and then we're gonna be good to go. I have my bounce cards. These are just foam core boards that you can get from Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, anywhere really. They are great for bouncing light back into your image. So even though I have 2 light sources, I need more fill light, meaning the light sources only hit certain areas of the entire scene. And so when I bring in more cards that are white, the light that I have will beam and reflect off of all the whiteboards that I put around the scene. So I'm basically creating a giant fake white box. Similarly to if you were doing a lot of e-commerce images at home, these are really helpful to kind of bring more light in. Now I have a light source right here, but I think I still need something down there. So I'm gonna scooch my things out of the way so that I can, prop up a board. I'm just gonna be using something simple like this gigantic thing of hand sanitizer. And I'm gonna place this at the very edge of the scene because I don't wanna block this light. Okay, I'm not blocking too much light. And I'm gonna hold one back here just so I can get the backs of these shoes and this glass. So I have the bounce cards all around and I have the light source there. That's the harsh lighting so I can produce these shadows, and then the soft box for the fill light to bring it all in. So I'll show y'all the before without the bounce cards, and then I'll show you the after. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this snapshot, and it brought in a little bit more light. So because these shoes are extra shiny, they're a little bit darker in some spots. So when I brought these bounce cards in, it brought more light to the scene. And that's all you really want. You don't have to use bounce cards if you don't want to, but to me, some products need that extra bit of fill light. There are a lot of reflective pieces in this scene, especially the disco balls, and I'm not really attempting to get these disco balls to look completely white because they are bouncing off of different things in my studio, so they will be multicolored. But I really just want to make sure that everything is evenly lit, and my harsh shadow, my key light that's producing the harsh shadows is just kind of spread throughout the entire scene. And so yeah, I'm really happy with the final result. I'll take one more snapshot for good measure. Let me make sure that everything is in focus, darling, because that's also something that I have that I have attempted to do, which is take a final shot and then I take everything down and I realize, oh dang, nothing was in focus. And so the good thing about Capture One is you can switch between live view. I use Capture One and not Lightroom for all of my scenes because I can use the live view. I can style in real time, and I'll do another video showing you how I use Capture One. I'm just kind of tossing it in at the end of this series, but I did want you guys to know that that is what I use. So just in case you were wondering, because I mentioned in the last episode that I shoot tethered. I shoot tethered with everything because typically with product photography, you need your camera up so high that you can't really get to it. So shooting tethered, being able to hit the trigger button on my computer saves a lot of time and saves a lot of stress when I am building out these complex scenes. Okay, so yes, everything is in focus. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna pop the final shot up to you now, fully edited. I'm really loving the result of this, and I'm really happy about it. I hope you guys learned something during this series. I'm gonna be doing another series styling shoes that are not holiday themed. I just really wanted to get these themes going because we are in the beginning of December, and I wanted something fun just in case y'all need a little bit of inspiration during your own journey of learning about styling props and products. All right, guys, that's all for now. If you like this video, please like this video. Please subscribe, join the community, join us. We are small, but we are growing. If you have any questions about what I've done throughout this entire series, feel free to let me know in the comments below. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see me photograph and style next, also put that in the comments. Definitely hit that notification bell for more episodes coming soon. We post on a weekly basis over here. Right now it's every Monday, but I may change that for later in the week depending on how the analytics look. I'm still new at this, Y'all bear with me. If you have any questions about any of those tools or props that I've used thus far in the series, check the link in my bio. It's got my Amazon storefront in it. If you want to see all the tools and props that I use, it's there and it's organized just for your convenience. And yeah, guys, that's all for now. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.